Very good evening, everyone. How are you guys doing? First of all, I would like to know how many of you guys are actually on the Weltrade with your broker, and how many of you guys are participating in the demo contest? Are you guys excited to be play the contest? And how many of you guys have actually won the jackpot? So today, I'm going to actually share to you my second week Weltrade Secure Broker contest. And not to forget, here I am, Rushalan, back in action. Try to actually explain once again how's the place going on. So the thing is that if you guys went short from the beginning itself and until now, I'm pretty sure you guys are holding a heavy cash price. Just put all your money into gold. I'm pretty sure you guys would have actually won something from that. I'm 100% sure. So the thing is that over here, the problem is that people do not understand how the gameplay works. The thing is that my account got burst, unfortunately. It is because I went long and I shorted. And also, I'm sorry, I stopped. I forgotten to actually put a stop loss over there. It's pretty. I know it's a blunder, it's a huge mistake which none of the traders should be actually doing, but then it got stopped. So let's move on. What is Loris Odihembo is doing? So he's actually the top person at the leaderboard. I'm not sure what country is this, but he's actually been trading Nasdaq, fully Nasdaq, and the rest of them, if you take a look, let's take a blank actually pretty much was doing well at the beginning. Just the last date on 15, his value has actually gone down a bit. I think it's probably because let's take a look his symbols. What is bit? Yeah, Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin was pretty fluctuating, and if you actually went short all the way, I don't think so. You might be actually winning, but probably he might. I'm not sure. JPY USD. Yeah, exactly. Actually, he was doing some commodities and also if you take a look, he's on on Great Britain and Japanese currency yen, and he was going on US dollars versus Canadian dollar. So and the rest of them, let's check it out. Just randomly take it out. The Thai guy, what is he actually doing? Yep, I think most of them are actually commodities as well. Currency pair, commodities spares. Yeah, pretty much is doing well actually. Actually, most of them are doing really well from time to time. And let's check it out. The number 10, Akim. Let's go for the symbol first. All the way gold. And yeah, he's doing really well from time to time. So from here onwards, what are we actually do know that these people are really consistently making profits. That's very important. He always preserve his capital. That's the most important thing. He preserved his capital, making sure that he has done nothing wrong, and all the way he went up. That's the most important thing for you to actually do it here. So from this point onwards, I believe all of you have already know how to actually play or trade these commodities, forex, or even indices. I think that's very important for you guys to actually know. If you really take a look in my previous video that I've actually shown you guys how I flipped $100 to $300, I actually work it on indices. I think indices pretty much you are actually gaining a lot. It's because you are actually trading with one lot, but this Weltrade actually hedge it over 100, 1 over 100. So basically you are actually trading 0.01, but it is actually a one lot over here, but then it's because of the volatility and also the volume is really a lot. That's the reason you can actually earn a lot from it. So let's move on into the next subsequent 10 players, 10 traders. So let's take a look the top highest of this Malaysian guy, Boss Samut. man, look, on 14, which is on Thursday. Oh, it's on Friday. Basically, it's on Friday. He actually maximized the profit to the maximum level. I think on Friday is always to be the best day for you to actually do the trading. Either you make money on Friday or you lose money on Friday. I think that's the most important here for you guys to really understand how the mechanism of the market works. I think pretty much the first 2 weeks, Fridays are the best time for you to actually earn and make money the most. And if you really take a look on the leaderboards over here, on maybe let's take Sharon, so the equity stat. Yeah, pretty much. See, I told you about this lady. I think should be a lady. This lady, averaged on 13 and 14 made quite number of money equally on these two dates, and the symbols that she actually traded is actually gold. Just imagine, people just trade gold, Nasdaq, Bitcoin, that's all. Just imagine, because of the volume and liquidity, from there onwards you guys can actually earn a lot, and the amount of pips that you guys gonna earn from it is extremely a lot. That's the reason, if you really wish to win this contest on the third week, don't forget there always be third week, and you guys can still win something from here. And definitely you guys gonna win something from here. So the thing is that let's move on into the third part of our leaderboard. Let's pick and Lao Tian, our Loon Phone Darave. So this Lao Tian guy actually, wow, consistently made a lot of money as well. Again, let's check it out. There you go. I've told you many times, I think these people really understand how they are trading gold. So I think the most important thing. So let's take a look how gold, Bitcoin, and Nasdaq works over here. Let's move on over there. Alright guys, let's move on into gold. There are so many lines here. I'm so sorry guys. So let me just remove the line first. So the thing is that let me show you something. How are you guys gonna win in a week 3? And this is also my plan. It's trust me, whatever I'm sharing, it's not that I'm doing actually being generous or something that I want to be more transparent. So the thing is that I may not be the right person to actually tell you how to win the game, and I may not be right all the time. This is just purely sharing speculation, and I do know, remember guys, I think it is very important for you guys to participate, not to anticipate. But since if you guys actually swinging for a week, it's important for you to know how is the pattern going. So the thing is that if you really went long on the first week itself, from all the way 3rd October, from the bottom to the top, did you see that? You might actually want something on the first week itself. On the second week, if you guys went short all the way from 10 October until now, you guys will be winning. I mean, that's very simple. I mean, you don't have to crack your head. Just imagine, if you look, if you just starting from the top, you just short it down all the way down, you might actually earn. And just imagine, you just keep holding all the way. Did you see that? All the way, did you swing it? You actually won it, man. You won. You don't have to worry anything about it. You already won. So, on the subsequent week, this is actually purely a downtrend. I mean, obviously this is a downtrend. So, let me show you something. I mean, like, I just don't want to actually disturb my previous chart. So, let me show you something from here itself. Yep. So, okay, let's move on into, oh, I do have it over here, but somehow I think okay, so but beforehand, let me just show it to you. If you look it over here, remember when I said sell it all the time over here during this period of that period, whenever it actually being, I mean, if you look at the date, 30 minutes period, if you see it here, if you sell it here, earn here, buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. Then once it breaks, did you see this? Once it's break down, whatever goes up is definitely going to be a sell. Then all the way down, it went into a downtrend. You can't actually do anything. This is actually goes by supply and demand. Once the demand is break, it became a supply. Then it will find another demand level, and then if the demand broke again, then it will find another demand. From here onwards, this is the supply. It breaks, go down, and this is the supply, this is demand. It breaks this demand and go find another demand. This is the demand. It breaks and goes into another 1D demand, and this guy breaks and find another demand down here. It seems like it already about to reach the bottom. So the bottom should be around 16,000. So if reach this bottom, should be the demand over here. So just imagine you have actually shorted. Remember, we started on the 3rd October. You went long and you stopped here, and then you went short a while right after the competition ends. Then you went long back. So the thing is that on 10th October we started from here. So if you just shorted all the way down, if you go swing all the way down, and you would actually just earn something from it, maybe a $50, $100, $1,000 up to $200 is all belongs to you. So let's check it out on the BTC and US dollar. So this BTC US dollar, see, remember I told you can't actually do all the way shorts or long. For this is pretty tight and pretty subjective. And yeah, did you see that? If you actually on 3rd, if you actually went long all the way, but then you come back to normal in the middle, but then if you're really short and halfway, if you stop somewhere around here, you might still lose a lot of money. So you really need to understand how this BTC works. It seems like BTC has found this consolidation area. So this is actually the consolidation area. I think it's gonna hover between 19,000 until 20,000. This is the place where Bitcoin is gonna be all the way since June. It's gonna be here. I think if you really think that Bitcoin's gonna be into a high trend and you wanted to really scalp this guy, is always whenever it start to move above 24,000. It really move above 22,000. Hallelujah, guys. You guys can actually go for long this guy and start to scalp all the time on the Bitcoin. And yes, guys, let me show you about the Nasdaq. On Nasdaq, I love to actually look at E-mini. E-mini will be the best for you to really look how it is actually looks like. So the thing is that it is obviously this guy is actually a downtrend. Look, it is a downtrend, but that will be a pulled up. That will be definitely pulled up, because the thing is that it has to hit this trend line. But then the thing is that if you look one more second, let's check it out. Let's make a beautiful trend line. Hold on a second. There you go. So if you look over here, it either move up, then move down, up, down, up, down. So it's very simple. So if you really think where is this guy is going from here onwards, you guys really know how this guy going. So did you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Maybe I have a feeling it will hit here, then it will hit here. One more thing, if let's say our CPI is actually doing well, it might actually go up again and again and again and move all the way up. So the thing is, it depends. If it actually breaks down from this trend line, then it's actually pretty dangerous. From here onwards, I think we can see 1, 2, 3. What is this actually? This is actually 3 black crow. You see this? This is actually 3 black crows. So if you really look from here, these 3 black crows is actually very dangerous. You really need to understand what is the subsequent. So this is definitely a downtrend. 1, 2, 3, definitely a downtrend. this is not this portion you really need to understand. The moment you see a downtrend, just wait until it moves up, and then you can start to actually just all the way short it and make it a downtrend. I think this is pretty much, you really need to understand how this candle works. At the same times, I think three black crows are actually pretty famous, and also another one more is on the three white soldiers. If you see three white soldiers, like 1 2 3, definitely this is gonna be. But once it actually reached this level, if you look, whenever it looks this sign, this sign, it means that it already reached one part where in the subsequent week you're definitely going to see a plunging. So on this part, let's see where is this candle that actually having a same side of this would actually seen to be equal, then it would actually go well to the top. But this thing, I have a feeling that it might actually goes down and then it move up. But somehow you really need to understand where is this supply and demand. Let's remove the drawing. I just removed all the drawing. If you see the demand from the previous part, if you look exactly, did you see that? Yeah, I see that. So let's take a look on this part. Do you know why I actually moved from this to here? It's because I saw these four candles being hitting down. It means that this guy, when it actually moved all the way up, when it moved all the way up, then it tries to actually hit this support, but then it doesn't break. So from this onwards, it became a support. It became a support for this guy. So look at it. It became a support. So if, let's say, if you think that Nasdaq is going to break below than 1,000, I'm pretty sure you guys really need to understand this demand zone. If it breaks below this demand zone, I have no idea, man. I think we're gonna cool all the way down, because did you see that there's no support at all anymore, because this is just a pure uptrending. But then there is a slight support over here. If you see it here, there is a support over here. Did you see that? It tried to actually break this resistance at this point, and then it breaks. Did you see? It actually already break. It actually waiting to break this guy over here. So let's take a look on daily chart. If you take a look on daily chart, wait, hold on, let's take a look on monthly chart. How does it look like? Oh yeah, it actually broke down, man. It is actually broke down. Monthly chart, 1 2 3. What are you expecting, guys? It is actually three black crows. You definitely gonna see another, either it will move up like this, 1 2 3, it will move up then move down. I think we are in a recession, guys. We are in recession. I don't think so the plunging is over. I think this is just a beginning, because we are right at, we just 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, just 10 candles bottom of 10 months. We are at the beginning of the month. I think we're gonna plunge this down to the road until we do not know where is the rabbit holes gonna bring us. So alright guys, I think pretty much if you really think that you guys want to win something, try to understand these three parts: Nasdaq, gold, and also Bitcoin. If you really understand how does this thing works, all the way, the prizes is yours. So coming back to the demo contest, let's look what are the prizes again. So the prize for the first is actually 1,000, 500, 350, subsequently 250, 150, then 100 on the rest of it. Then right after that, starting from number 20th placing, sorry, from 16th placing, it's $50 until 200th placing. So guys, try to get something from here, guys. If I actually shared to you, I've told you on my side the blunder is stop loss. Remember guys, always get to look on your chart. Always put a alert or put a stop loss, making sure you take profit as it is. Do not be greedy. Take your profit. Remember, as it mentioned here, take whatever needed. Over here, remember, I told you sell, buy, another one more. Come on. Consider your risk. Start. Remember, did you see this? set your stop loss. Limit your potential losses if you make mistakes in market direction. This will save your fun and future trades. And don't be greedy. Take fast profit now. Do not turn a profitable position in minus. Trust me, I had my profitable into a minus. I've done that many times. One more thing, let me give you another example. Never ever trade on a sideway. Always find the best level. From there onwards, do your trading. And that's all, guys. I think pretty much I've actually covered on this demo contest. If you guys have any question about this demo, about my explanation, about anything, give a like, give a subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and also waterfall whatever comments that you really wish to actually ask me. And adios, guys. I think pretty much that's all from me, and take care, guys. I hope we can have another beautiful week of trading next week. Take care, guys.